You should have never come to my family.
Are you ready for another thrilling ride with Dominic Toretto and his crew? The official trailer for Fast X Part 2 just dropped, promising even bigger stakes, crazier stunts, and emotional moments. Let's dive into what makes this installment an exciting addition to the Fast and Furious franchise. What happens when family and adrenaline collide in a high-stakes showdown? Join us as we unveil the official trailer for Fast X Part 2 featuring Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson in an epic ride you won't want to miss. The official trailer for Fast X Part 2 has just dropped, and it's packed with the high-octane action we've come to expect from the Fast and Furious franchise. If you thought the first one was intense, this new trailer promises even more. Bigger stakes, crazier stunts, and emotional moments that'll keep fans on the edge of their seats. But what's really going on behind all the explosive action and roaring engines? First off, the trailer wastes no time reminding us what's at the heart of the story: family. Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, opens the trailer with a serious look, his voice filled with determination. We can already tell that this is more than just another race for Dom. His family is in danger, and he'll do whatever it takes to protect them. The central conflict introduced in the trailer revolves around Dante Reyes, the vengeful villain played by Jason Momoa, who is determined to destroy Dom's family. This conflict begins from events that took place in Fast 5 when Dom and his crew took down Dante's father, Hernan Reyes. Now, Dante wants payback, and he's targeting Dom's greatest weakness: his love for his family. Right away, the trailer sets up Dante as one of the most dangerous foes Dom has ever faced. There's a moment where Dante coldly declares that he will exploit Dom's greatest vulnerability, and we see that he's pulling out all the stops to make that happen. What makes Dante such an intriguing villain is that he doesn't just want to defeat Dom physically, he wants to break him emotionally. This personal conflict makes the stakes feel higher than ever before. We've seen Dom and his crew take on everything from international criminals to rogue agents, but this time the threat hits close to home. It's not just about survival, it's about protecting the people that Dom loves most. One of the most powerful moments in the trailer comes when Dom says, "I'll show you the strength of a father's love." It's a reminder that Dom's motivation has always been rooted in his love for his family. From the very first Fast and Furious movie, Dom has been willing to risk everything for the people he cares about. That theme of family has carried through every installment of the franchise, and it looks like Fast X Part 2 will continue to explore that emotional core. But the trailer doesn't just focus on the emotional stakes. Of course, this is Fast and Furious, so there are plenty of jaw-dropping action sequences to get excited about. From massive car chases to impossible stunts, the trailer gives us a taste of the high-speed mayhem we've come to expect from these movies. One standout scene shows Dom and his crew speeding through a crowded city, cars flying through the air, narrowly avoiding disaster. This is the kind of action that makes you gasp, wondering how they're going to pull off all these insane stunts. The Fast franchise has always been known for pushing the limits of what's possible in an action movie, and Fast X Part 2 seems determined to up the ante even further. How do you think the action scenes in Fast X Part 2 compare to earlier films in the franchise? Do the stunts look even more outrageous this time around? One thing that makes the action in this trailer stand out is how balanced it is with moments of emotional weight. For every explosion or car crash, there's a quieter, more intimate scene that reminds us why these characters are fighting. In one touching moment, Dom is seen holding his son Little B in a protective embrace.
My family is everything for me.
It's a calm, quiet scene amidst all the chaos, and it drives home the point that for Dom, this fight is personal. He's not just fighting to survive, he's fighting to keep his family safe, and that adds a layer of emotional depth to the film. As we watch the trailer, we also get glimpses of other familiar faces returning to the fold. Dwayne Johnson's Luke Hobbs is back, and fans are sure to be excited about his return after he took a brief break from the main Fast and Furious movies. Hobbs has always been a fan favorite, known for his larger-than-life presence and his dynamic with Dom. The trailer hints at a possible alliance between the two, but it also leaves the door open for tension. After all, Dom and Hobbs haven't always seen eye to eye, and their history is quite complicated. How will their relationship play out in this final chapter? On top of the returning cast, the trailer introduces some intriguing hints about alliances and betrayals. Throughout the preview, we see characters exchanging tense glances, and there are moments that suggest not everyone is on the same side. Could we see some shifting loyalties within Dom's crew? The Fast series has always been filled with twists and surprises, so it wouldn't be surprising if there are a few betrayals waiting to unfold in Fast X Part 2. This only adds to the suspense and keeps viewers guessing about what's to come. Speaking of suspense, the trailer also teases a number of locations that'll feature in the film, hinting at the world-spanning nature of the plot. From sun-soaked cities to icy tundras, the different settings help elevate the stakes and make the action feel even more intense. How do you think the different locations in Fast X Part 2 will impact the story? In one particularly striking shot, we see what looks like a high-speed chase taking place on a frozen landscape, complete with a massive submarine pursuing Dom's crew. It's the kind of larger-than-life action set piece that the Fast and Furious franchise is known for, and it looks like Fast X Part 2 is going all out in terms of scale and spectacle. Another question to consider, will these new settings add to the intensity of the action, or could they introduce new challenges for the characters? Of course, no Fast and Furious trailer would ever be complete without its iconic soundtrack, and Fast X Part 2 is no exception. The music in this trailer builds the momentum perfectly, with heavy beats and roaring engines underscoring the action. Each explosion and crash is accompanied by a thunderous soundtrack that keeps the adrenaline pumping. But it's not just the loud, intense moments that stand out. There are also quieter, more subtle musical cues that highlight the emotional beats of the story. The sound design plays a crucial role in making the action feel realistic, and the trailer does a great job of blending music and sound to heighten the excitement. And let's not forget the visual effects and practical stunts that make the Fast movies so thrilling to watch. While some of the action might seem impossible, the franchise has always prided itself on using a mix of real stunts and visual effects to create an authentic sense of danger. Whether you've been following this series from the beginning or you're just in it for the spectacle, this trailer makes it clear that Fast X Part 2 is going to deliver. If you enjoyed the video, do be sure to like, subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of our latest updates from now on. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.